Hello Gemini, welcome in. I'm Trace and you're watching Earth Star. I am bringing you your March guidance. I'm using some tarot, I'm using some oracle, and I'm going to be channeling in whatever comes through for you. Just remember that these are collective messages, so take what you need. And if you are a sun, moon, rising, or Venus Gemini, then this will be for you. And if you want to check out your other signs, have a look at your zodiac, because I'm sure quite across board you get a nice collective monthly reading, personal reading for yourself. So Gemini, let's see what's coming through for you from my crystals, my crystal cards. Let's see what your guidance is this month. What is encouraged for you in the crystal world, Gemini? And let's see what that is here. You have black tourmaline. Now I use tourmaline here, right by my leg of my table, just to give me a bit of protection. And you've got smudging. Now, I hope you know what smudging is, but let me explain it to you. Smudging is when you have a bunch of dried leaves. It could be any kind of herb, it could be lavender, it could be sage, it could be rosemary. You get them at the esoteric shops. Even if you grow your own, you can make yourself a bundle of a smudging bundle, and then you burn it and you take it around your room. Now this is from your root chakra, and this is protection for you. And tourmaline is the stone that helps to protect you against any foggy energy, any energy that is bogging you down. And smudging in your home or your vehicle or any personal space that you have is encouraged. It's encouraged for you to do. So Gemini, you're encouraged to lift the foggy energy that is around your home. And in the Northern Hemisphere, you're going into spring, and this is a very good idea. Change your sheets, maybe even wash your curtains, start smudging your life with a bit of lifting energy, just to get rid of the fog that it maybe has been settling around you for the last couple of months. And here in the Southern Hemisphere, going into spring, to autumn, it is a good smudging time, so that when you do rest and you do slow down, it lifts all the energy that has been stagnant for the last couple of months. So that, and also if you have incense, you can do that as well. So, incense is quite a nice smudging tool as well. So I'll put your tourmaline there in the reading, and let's see what else is coming through for you, Gemini. Before I did your reading, I did a bit of a meditation on your sign, and I got that emotions are grounded in something real this month for you. So delays that are happening in your life. Oopsie, gosh, those are all flying. Let's just gather those up. And let's just straighten that up a little bit. Any delays that you've been having in your life are happening for a reason and making you realize what's meant for you and what's not. And in your emotional and material life, it might feel like when things are falling apart, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. How am I going to live in this life? And your material needs are not being met and they're falling short. But I think it brings realizations where you need to make changes and where you're falling short in life. So, your soul might be crying out for a bit more comfort, a bit more feeling forsaken. And I think what Spirit is saying to you this month is that you're gonna understand why you've been feeling so forsaken and so left out and so like you're falling short. And your soul will find out where this is coming from and where you need to be changing and what needs to be focusing on. But in the meantime, focus on the good art around you, music, meditation, because, oh, that one wants to come, I'm going to use it, because slow and steady is the key for you this month. There you go. Oh, I love that. So Spirit has given you this card, a time for healing. And it says it's the balsamic moon. So we'll look at that a little bit later. Just hold it one sec. Sorry, Gemini, I had to put you on pause. Someone was knocking on my door. Okay, so we got to a time of healing. And that's exactly what came through with my meditation for you this month. It really has been linking in with that your emotions need to ground themselves. And I think with this smudging and this black tourmaline here, saying to you that you need to get back into the grounding, back into your root chakra. Gosh, I can't even shuffle today. Let me just take a deep breath. And it's definitely your message today is slow and steady is key. So it's definitely alchemizing itself in the reading for you. And where you're finding out, when you take the slow and steady time, and when you're watching maybe a music video, or you're focusing on art and you're going to galleries and you perhaps even just slowing down and enjoying the material things around you, I think that's when you'll find out where you're falling short and where your soul has been crying out. And you won't need to conform anymore, because it feels like, Gemini, it feels like you are rejecting life a little bit. And I think Spirit wants you to try and lift your head up and drop. In fact, there is so much coming up this month that will allow you to do that. So I'm shuffling away here, Gemini, but the cards I'm going to draw for you here on your tarot, the first one is your relationships, how life is around your relationships and how you are forming around your relationships. The second one will be around your tangible life, and that is exactly what came up in my meditation for you, is that where are you falling short? What does your soul cry out for in your tangible life? How can you give and receive? How can you just get income in, and how can you function in your material world? And then the last message will be a message coming in from Spirit, your guidance for the month from Spirit. So Gemini, let's just cut the deck and let's just see what's coming in for you. That's your relationships. This is your material life. Please don't be afraid of this card. It's not a physical death. So you've got two major arcanas. I mean, this is massive. This really is massive for you. And I think there's one card here jumping up here. I'm going to take it and put it on top and use it at the end. It's really calling me, so I'll use that later. But your relationships, this card is literally the card slow and steady. It's literally the key card to your relationships. So this is about you just really enjoying life and trying to get back to what you've learned all your life and plant the seeds very slowly. You can see this knight is not moving at all. And usually in the knights in tarot, they're all fast moving. They are on some kind of a quest. They're out there, they're doing things. But this Pentacles knight is your tangible life. And in a relationship reading, this card is saying to you that everything around you needs to be taken back a step. If people are pushing you to do things for them, or if you are feeling overwhelmed with everything around you, this is just really a very selfish energy. It's taking yourself back. Look, it is a best friend energy. It's that taking time to listen to friends. And I think that's what Spirit was saying to me in my meditation, that when you focus on art and meditation and music and back to life and slowing your life down a bit, you'll be able to interact with friends and listen to what they have to say and perhaps take a bit of advice instead of going straight to the doom and gloom and going, oh, no, I don't have time for that. I have to pay my bills and I have to do this and do that. Life is going so fast around us that we just have to also just take a minute and just to regroup. And that's what Spirit wants you to do around your relationships. So just go back to that, planting the seeds. Perhaps there are people around you using you and gaslighting you and saying, no, you need to do this and you need to do that. And it's just confusing you. And it's just maybe even making you isolate even more. So take this message coming in here. And this could also mean a person in your life that brings you back to that slowness, that goes, you know what, Gemini, you have been doing too much of this in life. You need to just slow down. This could be a best friend coming in and being that little bit of a guidance for you. So that is your relationship card. And then going to your tangible life. Now, as I said to you, this is not a physical death. This is a death of an old way. This is a transformation. This is a month of putting behind you what you were going over and over and over and flogging and it just wasn't working. And you're saying, they're flogging something all the time and you're just not shifting, you're just stuck. And that is why you've got this smudging card. Now you look at these people in this card. You've got this king who's just passed out here. He just doesn't want to change his ways because he's enjoying his life. He's comfortable. It doesn't matter how hard it is for him. He doesn't want to change anything. Then you've got this lady. She's this maiden here. She's got her head turned and she's like, I don't know. I don't want to see the change. I don't want the change. I want to stay in my home. I want to take the same route to wherever I'm going every day. I don't want to look for a job. I don't want to go out of my routine. I'm good at this job. I want to stay in that lane. And she just doesn't want to see the transformation. She's not at all interested. Then you've got this bishop here, or this clergyman. He's going, yes, God, bring me in what I need to do. I'm free. I'm willing to take in what I need to learn, the lessons that I need to learn. And you've got this little child over here, actually giving a rose to transformation, because the child is still in the ways of no ego. The child is living a life of learning. So when this death comes on a horse for you and wants you to go with the flow and to look to the new day, this is just transformation saying to you, Gemini, in this month of March, be willing to put old ways to bed. You can be 60 years old, you can be 20 years old. Just know that whatever you've been doing is not working for you. And if you are here on this channel, you're coming to get encouragement. You are asked to do something differently this month. And then what Spirit is saying to you is that we're all walking each other home. This is the Temperance card. We're all trying to balance our life out, trying to make gold out of everything. We're trying to alchemize the balance of our lives. And you can't do this alone. You need a spiritual guidance. You need those around you. You need to know that where you have one foot in the emotional pool and one foot on the grounding pool, that is how life works. You need to bring yourself back to this work-life balance. And I say work with that the word of doing the work, being the work. It's not nice to have to say to you, oh, you have to do the work in order to balance. That's not what it is. So I just hold on one sec. There's people at my door again. Such an interruption. These interruptions are not by mistake, Gemini. This feels like your whole life is interrupted by life. I feel like everything that you're trying to get done in life is just interrupted by life. And this is what Spirit is bringing you here in the guidance message, is that, see that sun and that sun, you're trying to get enlightenment, you're trying to get on the road, but you've got people that come in, you've got people that interrupt your life, and you just don't know how to get it going. And you've got the time is for healing. So take this time now to alchemize what you need to in your emotions, what you need to reopen your third eye, to get out there, to ground yourself, this root chakra, ground yourself, and then work with yourself to balance out your life again. Because this Temperance card is all about that. This Temperance card is all about you getting back to what's meant for you. So I'm going to do your next card here, which is your what are these called? The angel numerology cards. And Gemini, I want to see what's coming in through for you. Yeah, let's see. Just see what Spirit wants to give you. There you go. Oh my goodness me. You got 555, which is the 5 number is change. Death card, change. Numbers are, the 5th number is change. And you've got Scorpio there, and you've got Sagittarius here. And Scorpio is about the emotional, the emotional change, the way that you need to be going forward. And Sagittarius is always an energy of living your life to the fullest, going on the adventures, taking up if your friends want to take you out for tea. Don't isolate yourself tonight, because that's where the healing comes in too. So change happens outside of your comfort zone. Now, this is what I say to you, that people are interrupting you. You're putting yourself back into the comfort zone. The time for change is now. The angels are whispering. Here's the angel whispering for your trust in your path. There's your path. Trust your path. And to learn how to walk it. This card is literally that. Literally telling you how to walk your path. Take the next step. Allow change to lift you up and guide you forward. And your affirmation for the month is, I release all that no longer serves me. I am guided I release all that no longer serves me, and I am guided to move outside of my comfort zone and let change. Okay, I mean, this can't be more clear for you. Where am I? Gemini, this couldn't be more clear for you. It really couldn't. I'm giving you a last card here, which is the Divine Directions. Angel Spirits cards, what is the direction that Gemini needs to go in this month of March? What is the direction? And you have focus. You in a need for clear direction. Decide what you want in life. My word. So, yeah, this can't be any more clearer for you. This is definitely a time for healing. It's a time for you to get back to you. It's a time to stop the routines that you've been doing over and over and over. They are just not working. They are just not working for you, Gemini. So I think I'm going to try and find this balsamic mood guidance for you here, page 38. It says for you, pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and the bright future is beckoning. However, before you take the next step, you must make sure that both you and the situation are healed. So something is keeping you foggy. Something is keeping you in this old way, all right? Rather, you still need a little bit more time to heal and soothe before you move out here. And your tangible life needs that. You need to remind yourself that anything is possible. And you need to believe it. There's your Temperance card saying to you, believe it. It's also a time to surrender. There, which one are you? Surrendered to wait for the guidance, and the universe wants to give it to you. And here's the Spirit card here saying to you, you need to reconnect with that, because you're just not connecting with your spiritual side. In fact, you're probably just plodding. And when you do that, you forget that you've got help out there in your spiritual realm. You forget that you can meditate. You forget that the answers are there. So powerful insights can be had if you know that someone or something really isn't good for you. And there's a card that's a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief and your dreams, and then you'll be ready to come when the time comes. And it says here, the additional meanings is a time to let go of the past. It's a time to turn about the corner. It's a time to give yourself time to heal. And it's also time to think about the situation, how it looks like when it is healed. And that's your Temperance card here. And, Temperance is a very patient card. It's a very patient time for you, the cycles that you need to be doing. So in my meditation, literally the words I got was slow and steady is key. And that is what you need to be. Your soul is crying out to stop conforming to what you were doing, to end this pattern now. And that's what I read to you from my notes from when I meditated from the beginning. The emotional material needs need to make you realize that you're falling short. Now, if you've got a bit of a history, let's say you've got a history of when you were brought up, you went through hell with something, and you still haven't healed from that. Spirit is saying to you, this is the time, this is the month, this is the time for you to focus on that and to get through this now. Keep your black tourmaline with you, smudge everything, do everything in your power to draw yourself back to this emotional grooming that you need to be doing and this grounding, because that's what's meant for you right now. So Gemini, I'll leave you with that. And Gemini, I wish you so much peace this month, and please just take it slow. Remember, slow and steady is key, because this is your time to heal, and this is your time to get balanced and get back to you, and to get balanced and back to alchemizing your gold, your emotional stability, your 1 foot here and 1 foot there, and watering those flowers again in your life, because those flowers won't grow if you're not alchemizing your balance right. Okay, I'm taking a deep breath for you, Gemini. I'll chat to you later on in the month.